Good morning, everybody. Good morning. You're the fur baby already in trouble. I done told you. Always doing something you ain't got no business.
Hey Nene, hey Positive, hey Shaw, hey Blogs, hey Auntie Pee Wee, hey Monica, surprise around the corner.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Trisha,
Where's my son?
Lawrence. Who else is in here that I missed? Melissa. Thank you for sharing, Monica.
What you do? What you do?
They ain't did nothing yet, but was he plotting?
What was you getting ready to do? What was you plotting?
How he could get the food. The crabs.
See? You'll never learn. You always doing something. Always plotting and planning on something that don't never work out for you. I keep trying to tell you that.
Hey Harriet. Hey Tracy. Hey Omar. Come on in, y'all. Come on in. I don't know what we're going to talk about today. Oh, wait. Look at me. I look red and blending all into the screen. I ain't got no lights on. Didn't nobody try to prepare me for nothing. You see how people are? They make sure they good, but they don't make sure you good. It's fine, because I'm bright now. Hey.
Like bright, clap on, clap off.
Hey. You know, the jealousy just doesn't end with my husband. I don't understand why he's so jealous of me. I don't understand.
Heavy is the head. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. Heavy is the head.
Yes, Auntie Pee Wee and Nene, I didn't hear that either. But I'm glad that they got the third person. Me and Tremel doing some investigation of a little inside scoop we got, like we said yesterday. We still haven't been able to find out any of the information to see if it's true. But if it is true what we were told, the motive would definitely be there for why he did what he did. So, you know, I don't know. We trying to figure it out, but nothing is out there about it. So we trying to reach out to people that may know, like the family, and see if we could get an exclusive interview with one of them. Or somebody that may know the inside scoop that we got. Nene, yes, it is bigger, especially if what they told me in Tremel was true.
Yeah.
It ain't about the money. It ain't about jealousy. It ain't about none of that.
No.
Especially if, I can believe what they said. I can believe that 100%.
I never thought it was jealousy.
Well, no, I can believe because if what we found out is true, then the motive is there completely 100%.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Most definitely. Yeah. But anyway, good morning, everybody. Welcome to our channel. Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to the McRae Kingz channel. For those of you that are new to the channel, please make sure you hit the subscribe button as you come in. Make sure that you hit the like button, all you knights and all you members. Make sure you hit the like button now. Also, I'm so glad that you people decided to join us last night for Q&A.
Q&A was good last night.
No, everybody wasn't here.
Y'all, whoever was here for Q&A last night, I got some more information about the first question.
Well, why don't we talk about that today?
I have more information about the first question. Yes, I have more information about the first question. I got more information that the woman that is paying for everything, she doesn't even pay for her own child care. She has to work Uber and Lyft so that she can pay all the stuff for him. And when she comes to work, you know, if he's treating her bad, she's crying all day and can't do her job because she's an assistant. And the person that's sending the question has to stay late and do her job because she's being unproductive while she's at work. I was also told that the woman is 400 pounds, which I'm not surprised because I knew it had to do something with low self-esteem.
400 pounds?
Yes. I know it had to do something with low self-esteem while she's paying for this man. But in the process of paying for him and his kids and everything for him, she's neglecting her own kids because her father has to pay her kids' child care. Now, if you working 2 and 3 jobs to take care of a man and pay for his kids' child care, but you're not paying for your own kids' child care and won't buy them shoes, that's definitely
Can we have grown folks talk today?
We can have grown
Can we have grown folks talk today?
But this is the information the person sent last night. They probably did it while we were doing Q&A, but I didn't see the information until after we got off live. So I just wanted to share that with y'all today. That those of you that was here for Q&A, because it didn't make sense to any of us what she was doing and why she was doing what she was doing.
We need to have grown folks talk today. I think we really need to have grown folks talk today. Now, Joseph, when we have grown folks talk, it's a possibility that this video might not be monetized. Are you okay with that?
If you keep it cute, it will be.
Because there's some things that I really need to
just say
elaborate on when it comes to my sisters. Well, I'm a brother that has 2 sisters, and you are a brother that has 1 sister.
Mm-hmm.
And I come from I'm a brother of 2 sisters that one sister may have gotten it right, and then the other one, she did get it right.
Well, mine got it right.
But yours got it right.
I was going to make sure she got it right.
Your sister got it right.
I was never going to let... It was always in me that I would never let my sister make the mistakes with men that I made.
Right.
And I think I did a good job.
Now, see, we need to have this conversation with the ladies, and y'all know, I know it's a lot of ladies out there that'll say to us, Tramel and Joseph, y'all need to mind y'all goddamn business. Y'all know what the fuck y'all talking about. But even if y'all don't want to hear the story, here it goes. Now, the reason why I want to have this grown folks talk with our ladies today is because I love women. But pray tell to what many may believe about most gay men, but most gay men love women.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that we just are not sexually attracted to you like that. We ain't feeling y'all like that. You know what I'm saying? But because we love women so much, we kind of feel like we got the inside scoop on how a woman is, and you know, the structure of a woman, and the way in which she walks and she shakes and she moves in life. Because let's be real, most women that have gay men for friends, if you got a gay man for a best friend, then you gotta give. Because we the ones that see everything that you don't see.
And try to warn you in the process.
And try to warn you in the process.
If you got a good gay friend.
If you got a good gay friend, not the ones that be trying to sleep with your man and all that stuff.
Right.
I'm talking about a good gay male friend. We them.
No,
you know, we the ones that's gonna be brutally honest with you and tell you the truth. Like, look, girl, I'm telling you, girl, this is what. Girl, wake up, girl. What, girl? Why is you? Did I say something wrong, Joseph?
No.
Oh, okay. Now, Joseph, I'm gonna tell you this story about a young lady that I knew. Because, you know, see, gay men, see, what we do is we take information and we process it, and we take it and we put it in our mental Rolodex, and we kind of learn from it. And sometimes we take it out of our mental Rolodex and we apply it to our own lives sometimes too. Mm-hmm. So I had, once upon a time, there was this brother named Emil. He had this friend. She was a beautiful girl. Beautiful girl. Her name was Veronica, by the way. I'm going to give her a name. Her name was Veronica. That wasn't her real name, but I'm going to give her that name. Her name was Veronica. And Veronica had this boyfriend. And she would cater to him. And I would see her like cook his food, cook his meals and stuff like that. And then from time to time, I would see these bruises on her arm and stuff like that. And I would just see all these little things, like these little signs and stuff like that, that I was like, wait a minute. Why? And then, but this boy was ugly. When I tell y'all he was ugly, he was dipped in it. Y'all ever seen a man that was just dipped in ugly? Just dipped in it. He was dipped in it. I could not understand it. I couldn't understand why Veronica, who was so beautiful, so pretty, wanted to be with this man. They was together for like 4 years.
Because he was putting.
And I'm gonna tell you, and this is a sad story. This is a sad story, but she would just allow him to just walk all over her and just do all kinds of things to her. He would cheat on her with other girls. Just imagine the worst man that you could ever want in your life, but he just ugly as hell. And really didn't have nothing to offer. Now, I will say this, he had a banging body. His body was cute.
Most gorillas do.
So one day, me being the friend that I am, I sat down with her and I asked, I said, what is it? What is it, Veronica, that this man, that you just can't let go? Because she told me, I said, why are you with him? I said, you know, we had this conversation. Why are you with him? Why don't you just let him go? Let him go on about his business. They ain't have no churn together, no nothing. Why you just don't let him go? Because, and by the way, the reason why they didn't have no churn is because he had fixed it. So she couldn't have no churn no more. He had punched her one day so hard in her stomach that she just like couldn't conceive children no more. I said, what is it that this man does for you?
Hey,
and you know what she told me?
What she said?
She said, Tramel, I have been with guys, you know, in high school and da-da-da-da-da. She said he is the only man that can make me have an orgasm. To this day, I don't understand that. I don't get it. Because I've heard that from so many women that allow men to walk over them and treat them like that. They
just
say
for sex.
He's the only one. How many people are there in the universe? Billions, trillions, right? Zillions of people in the universe, in the world. But this is the only one that she said that could make her have an orgasm. And it just feel like she's like, Jamel, it's over and over and over and over again. I don't know, you know, because I don't know. Listen, I ain't never had sex with a woman. I promise you, I'm not ashamed of that. Um, I've never had sex with a woman, and I don't know what type of magic stick, if you may, um, uh, uh, um, a man can do. Or I can only you know like imagine. Like I said to girls, I'm like, girl, yeah, girl, he put it in you, and he put it to the left, girl. I was thinking like he put it to the left. Some men can put it in there and put it to the left, and like, what is it? What is it, ladies? Come on. If somebody want to come on and tell me, y'all can come on and tell me.
Women is gay men too.
You heard that from gay men too?
Yes.
Yeah, well, I've heard that from gay men too. I've heard men have told me that about me.
Was it?
Just Lord, just give me something to do, just to pick up and throw.
I don't understand it because I don't understand it because like my friends, you ain't never had nothing. No, because see, in my mind, it was always, well, hell, if he did it like this, there's somebody that can do it better. So that was always my way of thinking. So I never had sex with somebody and was like, oh my God, I'm addicted to the sex. No.
Well, first of all, Joseph, wait a minute.
Somebody can do it better.
Hold on. Are y'all comfortable with having this conversation?
They in the comments.
Y'all all right with having this conversation with us? Are they okay? Because the last thing I would want to do is disrespect any of the ladies in our.
Well, that don't mean they're
kingdom.
Like that. I'm sure they have girlfriends that are like that.
Yeah,
she ain't the only one.
I want to know. Can somebody give me a visual, or is it a visual?
Well, okay, so when I had a girlfriend, right, to this day, if I called her right now and said I wanted to have sex,
you better not call her. You better not call her.
And it's for the same reason, because she said I'm the only man that gave her as many orgasms at one time that I did.
She'll get stabbed.
So she didn't even believe after the whole ordeal that when I told her I was gay and didn't want to be with her no more, she didn't believe me. She was like, well, with the way we had sex, that's a lie. And I'm like, no, it's not a lie. I'm gay. And I don't want to be with you no more. And she still insisted that I had sex with her, even after the fact that I told her I was gay. So there are plenty of women that want sex.
I'm inviting y'all into the chat. Y'all can turn off y'all cameras if y'all want to. I just want to hear. I just want to hear from one lady to tell me that, like, I can only talk about it, about what somebody has told me.
And Melissa, it was my first time, so all that shaking she was doing, I didn't even know what was happening.
Now, what's sad is that my friend, she was killed. This same dude killed her. He killed her, and
Y'all know I had something to say about this because I got a girlfriend going through this. Oh my God. And this is what I want people to realize. Just because I'm a plus size woman don't mean that I can't get a man that I want.
Well, who said that?
Hold on now.
When we live at, girl.
Oh, we was talking about the question from last night because the girl was 400 pounds.
Oh, no. Let me just say this about plus size women. Y'all don't know. If y'all don't live on the East Coast, big is in.
Yes.
Big has always been in. On the East Coast. I don't know about on the West Coast or where y'all. I don't know. Y'all look for them Kim Kardashian bodies over there in the Midwest and all that stuff. But big girls get props. Big girls get all the men here in Jersey and in New York. You know that, Joseph.
Yes.
With that, go on ahead, Justine.
But I have a girlfriend at the current situation, and I'm like, she make good money and everything. She's sweet as she want to be, but I see what she dealing with. He a little bit younger than her, and I told her, I said, look, I don't want you, because her sons, she got one more son that's a senior in high school. The other one is grown. And me and her was in the Navy together. And she a sister from another mother.
Okay.
And I told her, I said, look here, this is what I need you to do. I need you to just sit back one day and just see if he gonna cater to you like you cater to him. And she thought about it for a minute. And so she went and she did it. And she said, because she would always get up, make breakfast for him before she went to work and everything. So long story short, she found out he had got fired from his job. He didn't tell her. So she noticed he was spending more time at her house than his. Well, he couldn't go to his house because he had got evicted.
Okay.
So I was, you don't want as another female, and the reason why I love gay men, and I'm gonna be honest, I got various family members that are gay. Some have become transgender or whatever. But one thing I will tell you, a gay man gonna tell you what you may not want to hear. And he gonna tell you if the man DL, he gonna tell you if no baby, he ain't for you. He's going to be that person that's gonna tell you, but maybe if it comes from a girlfriend, you may think, nah, girl, you after my man. I'm not after your man. I just don't want you to get hurt. And some of these men, older men, I go to the VA to an appointment, and some old enough to be my damn granddaddy. Excuse me for saying that. And only thing I look at you is you might can give me your check, but you ain't getting my cookie.
A seersucker. That's what I call them, girl. I call them a seersucker. That's what they are.
Because when I go to the VA, they asking me, who you here to see? I'm not here to see nobody. I'm a damn veteran myself. Oh, you a cute one. Go on now. Go on. Because you was in the Vietnam War and I was born in 71. So that means how old? You old enough to be my daddy. I don't think I want from you, and I'm telling you up front, is your check.
Okay.
That make them run away. Because they usually at 100%. So they getting a good $3K a month.
Well, some of them won't run away from you.
Some of them are going to say, okay, when you want to come get it.
Well, one time I was getting gas, and this one veteran, he paid for my gas. I had put $30. He was like, oh, I got her. I was like, oh, okay. He's like, can I get your number, y'all? But I just couldn't. I couldn't. So I gave him a number, but it was not my number. I couldn't.
Listen, Justine, what is it? What is it? Have you ever been in a position? This is what I want to ask before you go on. What is it? Have you ever had an encounter with a man that just, like Joseph said, that just
put the pipe down?
Girl,
just laid the pipe down.
Yeah, just had it shaking, girl.
More than one I've dealt with.
What is that? What does that feeling do to you? Like, I mean, is it that feeling that Taraji P. Henson had in Baby Boy? When she was laid up with him. What is it?
You mean the Jody?
Yeah, Jody. Was it a Jody?
No, it wasn't. This is the thing, though. They were. It's just once you wake up and you see, like somebody had said in the chat, if you read, it's you hypnotize, but it's the other word in front of it. But once it happens, if you find somebody that can get you to a place that you're experiencing. Now, with old girl, she could have found another one. It would have took some time, but eventually she could have found another one and moved on and not been mistreated. Because I'm gonna tell you, you put your hands on me, you're not gonna be 6 feet. You're gonna be 10 feet, like Madea said, because I'm gonna jump up all down on your grave. You're not gonna hit me. I'll do the time for you're just not gonna be putting your hands on me. I'm not gonna sit up here and let you. Some women don't have enough self-esteem, and I notice how even some of the younger ones, or that's younger than me, try to talk to me or whatever, and I see the manipulation, but then I reverse it on them, and they can't handle it.
Yeah, what's sad to me is I see so many young women these days, especially in this position, but at the same time, I see older women like my mom. My mom was dating. My mom is 76 years old, right? And she's still going. She chasing around this 47-year-old dude, and he ain't doing nothing. When I tell you, this man be doing everything to my mama. My mama will do anything for this man.
So she doing a Patti LaBelle.
Huh?
She doing what you call a Patti LaBelle.
I guess that's what it is.
Because Patti LaBelle messing with her drummer that's 40 something years old.
Yeah, yeah. And and actually my mom actually looks like Patti LaBelle, and she's been used as Patti LaBelle's double at times. I never told nobody that my mom looks just like, my mom looks just like Patti LaBelle. My mom used to be a double for Patti LaBelle, but that's neither here nor there. But I can't. What I couldn't understand, my mother, like, I remember when I first moved back up here to Jersey, and this man.
We don't live in Jersey.
Huh?
We don't live in Jersey anymore.
Well, no, we don't live in Jersey no more. But I remember when I first moved back from Virginia to Jersey, and I went to stay with my mother, and this man was living there with my mother, and my mother would make me get up. You need to get up and get out of this room because he want to watch TV.
Oh no!
You need to get up and go out because he don't like you around the house. What? And my sisters, I've had this conversation with my sister. I was telling my sisters all this stuff that this dude was doing because my sisters don't like him either. But I was telling my sister, my mother was telling, my sisters was telling my mom, you need to get somebody your own age. You need to be dating somebody your own age. This dude too young for you. And my mother said, I don't want no little old man. I don't want no old man. I want me a little young peak. I want me a little young tender.
Now, there are some young tenders that do right by older women, but there's a lot that they're really just looking for a sugar mama. But for one, I just can't. I have a limitation of how old I'm 49. I have a limitation how far I'll go up. I'll go up to 55. And I have a limitation sometimes on how I go down. But sometimes some people, you might meet that right person and you may bend the rule a little bit as long as for me, you show some maturity. The minute you don't show no maturity, you got to have your own stuff. Don't think you're going to be driving my whip, eating up my food, running up my light bill while I'm at work, even though I'm working from home. But I see a lot of my coworkers when I was working in the building that will turn around. These are higher paid females, Black females in this, higher grades than what I am, driving nice cars, BMWs, Mercedes-Benz. They're getting dropped off with this young guy in the car. He telling you he going back home, but he going to another younger chick's house if you really think about it. But you all hypnotized on what that pipe is doing to you and not realizing you can do bad by yourself. You don't need that person. If he can't contribute and you done caught him one girl, she caught him, then caught hers, because she went to lunch with somebody. He done took somebody else to lunch down the street in her car, but he was supposed to be at her house. But she's still with him. And I'm like, you know what, to each their own, but you're not going to be having no marker written on my head saying, fool, I just can't do it.
Or he's supposed to pick her up after work, and she's sitting there for an hour and a half because he still hasn't picked her up yet.
Well, my thing is, I don't understand why so many women sacrifice themselves for the love of a man when history has taught us, at least the past 20 years of history has taught us that most men are just selfish as fuck. Excuse my language, but most men are selfish as fuck. That's what's like, okay, Meg Thee Stallion right now. Meg Thee Stallion just came out and told how she covered up for this brother that has shot her. You understand what I'm saying? Instead of her going to the police and saying, yo, this nigga just shot me. You understand? Now, nobody don't want to believe her story, but she figured out all the fuck shit behind the whole thing because he had already been setting it up. For him for nobody not to believe her by having his publicist put all this information out there saying that she was faking the injury, she got cut on glass, and all this. A nigga will throw you under the bus in a minute, lady.
And you're right, and I seen that
for his love, because you love him so much, and even in spite of him doing this stuff, I guarantee you.
And I've seen that.
I ain't gonna do this, but I guarantee you, there's a woman out there that would just let him drag her like this, and then go back to him because she loves.
But you know what, Meg and I could kind of see why Megan didn't want to out him like she
Oh, well, I
had
got
to. And I got it because she was trying to protect her rep
right,
and protect his rep. But at the same time, if this man got these publicists and everything trying to make up a what I call a media package to make you look bad, oh, I'm about to drag your sugar. I'm about to drag you through the mud.
Come on.
I'm not gonna let you make me look like I'm lying. The girl had posted where you could see where the bullet had went in.
Mm-hmm.
And she had fragments. That's what everybody's not understanding. They might not have got all the pieces of the bullet out. She had, you know how what is it? She had bullet fragments in the other foot. The bullet went in one and then the fragments end up in another.
Mm-hmm.
And she showed it, but then she took it down.
The one that was there or different?
Yeah, but I mean, and like you said, I gotta see now, Justine. You was in the service, so you held a gun. You know what a gunshot wound looks like.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and
well, I didn't see one, but I got to shoot a couple.
Okay. I don't. Excuse me for making that assumption, but I mean, you pretty much have maybe seen a gunshot wound and seen what it looks like to be able to say, you know, this girl was shot.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
She was. She didn't step on no glass. She was shot. Even when you see her in the video backing up, you can she was bleeding. You could tell something. She wasn't, you know, and like she said, with everything that was going on with the Black Lives Matter and cops killing young Black people, that was the first thing that came to her mind. Exactly. All four of us got to get out of this alive.
Right, exactly. Right. And I get that.
For her to think that, she thought about them.
Mm-hmm.
As far as we got to get out of this alive, because they had guns.
Right.
She said when she went to get that bullet and stuff taken out, the doctors was talking to her rough. Folks was just talking to her rough.
Right.
And she was like, I just could not understand or comprehend, why are you talking to me so rough when I just got shot?
Right.
And then the whole thing about that story is this. That child had some angels or somebody over her.
Oh, yes.
Because that could have been where we would have been seeing the headline, Megan Thee Stallion got killed.
Right, because basically what she said was she had her back turned and this brother shot her.
He shot her out the window. He shot her out the window when she was walking away. She was walking away trying to de-escalate it, and he got mad and decided, what if that bullet ricocheted and hit a child, somebody, wherever it was? Because she said she was 5 minutes away from home.
Mm-hmm.
And that runs really deep. And that's why I did a vlog about domestic violence. I don't know if you guys seen it. And a lot of my friends from high school had no freaking idea that in my household growing up, I was a child that witnessed domestic violence with my mother. My mother's still with my stepdaddy to this day. They don't sleep in the same bedroom or nothing. I might be putting their business out. They've been together since I was 3. I am damn 49 years old. But I have seen my mama get dragged and everything. And I said, people don't realize there's teenagers that's getting domestic abuse by their boyfriends. There's middle 20s, there's 30s. You're not too old. But also there's men out here getting domestic abuse too.
Yeah.
And they ain't saying a word.
Yeah.
They getting the wife walk up and boom. Next thing you know.
One of them.
So my thing is this. Why are we putting hands on each other? Just walk away. If I want to walk away from you, why you won't shoot me in my foot?
Mm-hmm.
You know, because then you would have been really looking stupid. So now he really is going to get some charges.
Right.
Because I don't blame her. She thought the right thing. It's too many Black people coming up there. Let me just get us out this situation. But then when he started doing all his PR stuff and everything, now you're not going to make me look crazy. You're just not going to make me look crazy. And then another thing, like I said, people think us little plus size women or whatever. Trust me. I got 2 kids. When I can pull them if I want to.
But no, I mean, I get what you're saying, but see, I'm trying to go far beyond that scope. Like, we have shows on, like, for instance, on TV One, they have this show called For My Man.
Yeah. Oh,
And
I
some
love
of the
that.
things that I see that young ladies get themselves into for the love of
Mm-hmm.
a man, for the love
Mm-hmm.
of a man, and this is what I cannot fathom. I mean, now I know in my younger years I was naive. I was sometimes stupid, but I was never stupid enough to like. I mean, and I've been in situations where brothers was like, "You do this and you do this, and we gonna be rich, and we gonna," and I'm like, no, you won't. You don't want to do that with me, because I'm telling you, if you do it with me, I'm going to the police station. I'm telling the cops every goddamn thing. I'm King Snitch. I'm telling.
Yeah, I'm a snitch. Uh-huh.
That's me. And so whenever I see stuff like this, I put myself into the space. And, it's the fear factor for me. And I don't know if it's because I grew up with a father that was a police officer. I grew up around police officers, but I can't even say that, because I know plenty of girls who have fathers for police officers that have gotten into worse trouble, or they're sitting in prison right now for life, or on death row.
And I can agree with you. I've seen that too. I've seen that too. It be the preacher kids that be bad as the HE double hockey stick.
Tell it.
It be the cop kids that also be bad as HE double hockey
You see
sticks.
somebody looking at you. You see somebody looking at you, right? PK.
Who?
PK.
Who?
Yeah, PK. We got a PK in the house.
Oh.
You don't worry about it. You just hit a nerve. That's all. You hit a nerve. That's it.
Okay.
PK.
You got
KJ.
I have done some dumb stuff for men that could have ended me up in situations. I did, but it was because I wanted to.
But you think about the repercussions before you did it. This is what I don't understand. Do some people like?
Well, see, I didn't think about the repercussions, because in my mind, like you, if something would have happened, I would have said, "Well, I was forced to do this," and I didn't, because I didn't really do nothing. I was just reaping the rewards from what they were doing.
No, but see me, so I'm going to think about it. I'm going to think about it, and I'm going to say no, because for some reason Jesus just said, Jesus just showed me what's going to happen. Jamel, you're going to be in jail, and your ass going to be so.
I knew he was doing what he was doing, so I got him scared, because I said, if you don't tell me what it is, then you have to get out of my house. So finally, he told me what it was. I didn't believe him. And then he did it in front of me. And when I saw, I was like, damn, people are that stupid. And in my mind, I'm like, well, if people are that stupid, then take them for whatever they can get. I'm not doing nothing. All you doing is buying me expensive clothes and Timberlands and making me look good, because now that I know, now, of course, you're going to break me off some.
Right. But no, I'm talking about.
But I wasn't actually out there doing it. Well, that's not.
But no, have you ever been asleep and woke up and this nigga looking at you like this, and he looking at you like he crazy?
Deranged.
And you just say to yourself, "Oh no, this nigga can't come to my house, no goddamn mouth." A brother. And this back in our day. I don't know how old you are, Justine, but I'm 52. Back in our day,
she's the same age as me.
Okay, well, y'all know a nigga come in the club with footies on. Y'all know he mean business. He coming in the club with his robe on and his pajamas on and footies. No footies. Because they used to do it. Am I lying?
No.
With your bedroom slippers on. Y'all crazy as hell. And it's like Martin Lawrence say, you used to tell your girlfriend's girl, he was just playing.
Pure heart for that, you gonna leave the pastor kids alone. We ain't got nothing to do with it.
Y'all the worst. Y'all the worst. Y'all the worst little hot asses in the world. PKs. Anyway, but you know what I'm saying? See, me, I look at the signs and see Miss Thing that sit on this shoulder and Miss Thing that sit on this shoulder have always been with me.
Mm-hmm.
Have always been me. The good girl and the bad girl. The good girl always said, Jamel, bitch, you better get your clothes on and get the hell up out of here right now. Bitch, you better, when this nigga leave your house, you better pack your shit and move. Or when he come over the next time, 911, 119, call somebody, call something. But don't let him in your house.
And see, I always lived on the edge. I like the bad one.
I was never one to live on the edge. That was my problem. I was never one to live on the edge, because you know what? always scared me? My father. My father and my mother always scared me. My father always told me. He told me, he said, if you go to jail, I'm going to leave your black ass there.
See me back in
You ain't going to embarrass me being a cop and you leave your ass in jail.
When I was younger, my two favorite songs was Roughneck by MC Light.
Oh, no, he didn't go Roughneck.
By Apache. Because I was the gangster bitch and I was looking for a roughneck.
Yeah, but Joseph, you was also trans when you was young.
But then they would put me to the test and they would look at me and know that I was like, quote unquote, pretending to be bad. But then when I would fight or do something, then it was like, oh, well, you're not as much of a punk as we thought you was. Because I just had to do what I had to do to live in that world, because that world to me was so exciting. And I love the fact that I had boyfriends that carried guns, that if somebody called me the F word, they would just snatch them up by the throat and threaten them. And it was exciting.
See, I ain't like to be around.
Because it was like I had one, we was on the train, and I will never forget, we were walking through the train, and I went first, and somebody must have called. I didn't even hear the person call me the F word. I can't say it because then we won't get monetized for this video. But they called me the F word. And I didn't hear them. And I'm like, where is he at? Because I done made it to the second car. And I turned around and he had the boy by the throat talking to, I'm like, everybody on the train was shocked because I'm with this thug that looked like he'll kill you in a minute. And then he's defending me. And I'm like, I went back. You couldn't tell me I wasn't gushy woman. I went back and said, babe, put him down. It's okay. Let's go. He didn't know no better. Let's go. Because I got that. I love that. To me, that was a man. I would never date gay men back when I in my 20s. Because to me, a gay man wasn't a man. I wanted that thug. I wanted you to have just got out of jail. And then like you said, I tell my female friends, don't be dealing with dudes in jail, because if you think they're not dealing with men like me or trans women,
you're wrong.
You're crazy. They are, because we're available and we're there. Especially trans women, they don't put them in a woman's jail. They put them in men. So what do you think is going to happen? I don't care what he's telling you. I'm telling you what I know for a fact, because I'm dating them when they come out.
Y'all sitting up here like that. Sometimes I wonder the same thing. How the hell did he end up with me?
But you know what? Look at Love and Lockup.
No, because
I've seen that.
Because I realized there's no love in thug love. There just ain't. There is no love in thug love, even when it comes to women. And women need to realize that too. There's no love in thug love. You are dispensable, because just like you, there's another woman looking for him because it turns her on, and in her mind, she thinks that's a real man. You are just one of many that he's gonna be running around with. And I realized that, and I'm like, you know what, maybe I need to listen to my best friend. If he's still in here, he'll tell you. I would bring men around him and he would be scared. He's like, he's gonna kill me, bitch. I'm like, no, he's fine. And that he would always tell me, why do you deal with these boys? Like when I start going through stuff, or when they decide that they want to punch me in the face and they want to fight me now because they think I'm not gonna fight back. And then when I fight back, they like, oh, so you want to fight? Yeah, I want to fight back. I'm not, I don't know what you thought just because I was gay, but I fight back. I'm from the hood. I grew up in the projects. I don't know where you thought and what you thought, but it ain't going down like that. And I got tired of that. I got tired of fighting people that I claim that I love. And I was like, no, I can't do this no more. Maybe I need to just deal with people on my level, meaning gay men. And at first, it was the most horrible thing I ever did, because I just felt they were like real. I felt like I was with a girl. So then I started being a thug boy, because I realized that I carried myself like what I knew. So they started thinking that I was the thug boy, and I would give them the voice and put the hat to the back and like, yo, shorty, and treat them like dirt.
Oh, wow.
The more I treated them like dirt, they loved it.
They liked it. And see, that's what I find out. Now, I got this question that I've been wanting to ask. And I don't know why people pursue me as to be the type that I've dated thugs, I've dated all kinds. But I understand if you got a job, you work. And if I say I'm trying to, how did Beyonce say I want let me upgrade you? When I say let me upgrade you, that mean let me show you a little different things or finer things in life. That don't mean I want to change you. I just want you to see that for the women that you dealt with before, I'm just different. I don't want you to be like, well, you feel you got to be thug with me because you was thug with your ex-girlfriend. I don't want. I'll let you know when I want a thug. And it's like, really? You know, you like, really? And then you see, well, maybe or maybe not. Well, let me give them a chance. Because sometimes you never know. You might pass up on a real, genuine, true, really good guy. I don't like when a guy keeps hollering they're a good guy.
Right.
If you keep having to tell yourself you're a good guy, that's a red flag for me. I'm a good guy. I'm really a good guy.
Good guy, yeah. See, action. It's like action. You know, it's a cliche, but you know, action do speak louder than words, especially when it comes to me. Actions speak louder than words.
You know, that bothers me.
You are till you blue in the sky until you show me who you really are. Then I'm not going. I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt.
And I always tell people, time tells a story. I just don't jump into relationships. I don't just jump into the bed with you. Time tells a story.
Yeah,
it tells a story, and I don't care if it's 6 months later and you have not got the cookie. It's because I'm still test driving you.
Because let me tell you, my husband, he just tore my little whole heart up when I told him 20 when I came back into his life 18 years later, and I said, you know, I was trying to be a thug for you. I was trying to be all hard for you. He was like, Tramel, I didn't think you was no thug back then. I was like, for real? For real?
Oh, it is why.
But you know, putting on all this, you know, all this almondy stuff.
You know, just the way he act right now.
No, I wasn't.
Just the way he act right now. What thug act like that?
You was trying, Tramel. It's okay. You tried. You tried.
But no, the one thing about Tramel, and I even told him this, was that with Tramel, I could be myself, and he could be himself. Even though
he didn't think that back then.
He thought that I thought one thing, but I saw him the way I see him now.
And you the
and
same
it didn't bother me. It was like, I really like him. There was a connection between us that was just undeniable. Anybody that knew us back then, they weren't shocked that we were married.
Why did you invite me to your little ball?
Because I didn't want you to know that part of my life.
Yeah, he didn't want me to know that he was a ballroom kid.
Because people judge you based on that, and they most of the time, if I've told somebody that and that was cool, and we was getting along, and when they found out, they didn't want to be bothered with me because automatically I was a thief, I stole, I wrote bad checks, and I did none of that. But
you can't judge everybody the same way. You can't. Everybody does different things. Everybody has their individual life. You can't judge and say, oh, because you're doing this, you're like this.
But
you're gonna miss out on a good person.
Yeah, see, I felt cheated.
I never put him in that part of my life.
Yeah, see, I felt cheated when he told me this. Like when he told me, he was like, Tramel, yeah, I used to be a part of the ballroom scene, and I did this in the ballroom because I was a ballroom kid. And at one point in time in my life, before I had met Joseph, I was a ballroom kid, but I had left that life alone. But I felt so cheated because I was like, Joseph, I would have been your biggest cheerleader. Why didn't you invite me to your ball? We had a whole fight about it. I was like, you know what? Don't even speak to me. You ain't even invite me to the ball. You know what I'm saying? Because I have always loved Joseph for who he is. I've always accepted him for who he was. And unbeknownst to him, I was very intimidated by him back then, you know. But, 18 years had passed, and, like everything happens for a reason. This is the reason. This was the reason that 18 years passed and we weren't together, because this is what God was waiting for. This is what God had waiting for us. But but see, this is a good love story. There's so many bad love stories out there where a man will love you to death, and he will love you to
love you to death.
You
If
know,
he
and
can't
then
have
there's
you,
some men
nobody
out
can
there
have you.
that would break your spirit to the point where it
Mm-hmm.
makes it bad for the next man that comes into your life. And those
Mm-hmm.
men suffer. Those men turn into bitter men. And this is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about this is ladies and gentlemen. I thought we was gonna start this off talking about just the ladies, but it's the men too. But ladies and gentlemen, we got to stop this cycle because we ain't doing nothing but putting abuse on top of abuse on top of abuse on top of abuse. You done bruised this man for the next woman.
Yep.
You done bruised this woman for the next man. You know,
Yep.
and the cycle goes on and on and on and on. You done messed up this whole man head because you done used him all up, and then he got this good woman that come into his life, and he don't believe it.
Nope.
You're like,
And
oh,
he chases her. And he chases her away.
stuff for me. She doing all this good stuff for me. She making me feel this good. Oh no, this is too good to be
Or
true. Let me hire a private investigator to follow this bitch.
Or he don't even know how to deal with her
Oh,
because
you're
she's
right.
trying to take everything from him, and he ain't used to that.
Right.
Because you have you have men that are used to every time they meet a woman, she want everything, and when he meet one that don't never ask for nothing, it's like, well, how do I get her to like me? Because he don't even know why she really likes him because he's so used to women taking everything he got.
Right.
That when
And I agree with that because I'm the type of person, if I can't be me, I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I don't even show y'all. I'm goofy. I'm really goofy and I'm a nerd. But I can't always show that side of me because I feel that's a special side of me for me to sit down and kiki with you and crack jokes and everything. Because some people take that, some people take that for granted. So I hold back a lot. Now, if I can sit down with you, feel comfortable with you, if I can pull my hair off my head or whatever and just talk with you, we good. But if I gotta sit there and you looking at me and you got your little slick remark you want to say, or well, you had your hair a different way. Well, damn, I'm a woman. I can change my hair anytime. You know that, right?
Right.
Or I don't know why you wear your hair like that, because it's me. You got to accept me for me being me. I shouldn't have to change, and I noticed this when women, and I'm not bashing us women, but when we get a man, sometimes us women just change our whole everything.
Yeah.
And we lose ourselves.
And
I tell anybody, I am not a yes woman. And y'all know what I mean by yes woman. Everything, yeah, baby, yeah, baby, yeah, baby. I'm going to be like, hey, no, we ain't doing that.
But see,
if it's something I don't want to do, you're not going to make me do it. I'm going to fight you tooth and nail. And if you go your way and I go my way, it's good. Because I'm not going to change my morals, my mentality, me, so that you can be happy with who you are.
But
that might be why I'm single.
No, but you know what I learned? Because I learned a long time ago that putting up a facade when you first meet somebody, that's the person that they like. So you get comfortable and start being yourself, they start looking at you different, like, well, who the hell are you? That's not like that. So I realized that I'm either going to be me when I meet somebody, or I'm going to be this fake person. But if I'm this fake person, I got to stay fake, because when they get a load of me as me, 9 times out of 10, they're not going to like it. Because I know I'm bossy. I know I'm a lot to deal with. I have an opinion about everything. Well, and I don't care what you say.
Come on now.
So if I come at you like that from the door, you know who you're dealing with. And if people put up, like you said, people change and put up facades when they meet people instead of just being themselves. If you just be yourself and they don't like you, then you already dodged the bullet. Because you already know this person don't like you. But if you sit there, like you said, and become a yes woman, oh yeah, baby, I'll do that. Yeah, but in the back of your mind, you really sitting there going, if this nigga asks me one more thing, his ass, because you know that ain't who you are.
And see, Joseph didn't see that side of me. You actually saw that side of me when we got back together, because I was like, when even before we even got back together, like physically saw each other, I was like, Joseph, I'm not the man that I used to be 18 years ago. He was like, Tramel, please.
Right.
He was like, Jamel, please, shit. When I told him, I said, Joseph, I ain't got no damn teeth. He said, well, take the motherfuckers out.
And I
And he
had a
was like,
conversation with him because he was being a yes man. And
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, who's this person? Because I didn't like this person. The person I like 18 years ago would look at me and tell me to kiss their ass if I got out of control with my mouth, or just storm off and walk away and say, well, figure it out, and walk off. This new person right here, I didn't know who he was. I'm like, and I told him, I said,
I want him to be happy.
I was like, don't tell me yes all the time. That's not what I want. I want you to be happy. You can't possibly be
so
happy.
You want me to punch you in the face?
Telling me yes all the time. Like, I'm not stupid. I know that's not who he was. And when I don't know why I told him that, child. I should have left him as a yes man.
Because now he be like, I told you to use that on other people. You're not supposed to use that on me. And I'm like, why not?
But I love the fact that he's comfortable and happy because he's not yesing me to death like he did in the
Child, I'll take these teeth out in a minute and pull this hair off in a minute. And take off all my clothes and walk around the house, butt ass goddamn naked, and he don't even care. I'll be like, Joseph. Be like, you know, and then and it's like you said, Justine, we have a relationship where we could just say things and joke. Like me, I'm goofy. Y'all, what? I know y'all like, what? I'm goofy. I'm goofy. I'm like real goofy. No, I'm goofier than what y'all think I am. I really am. This ain't nothing compared to what he experienced. And so we had that type of relationship where I can do that with him. Sometimes I'd be like, Joseph, don't talk to me like that because I'll punch you in your face. And he'd be like, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Punch me in the face? Punch me in the face. And you know, we have that type of relationship.
Or he'll say something to me and I get right up in his face and go do it. And he's like, why you always gotta get up in my face?
Yes.
Because you need to know I mean business.
Yeah, or you know, he hates when I talk about his little chicken legs, little pinch your ass. And so, you know, these are the things that we have, and he gives me this look like, Jamel, I told you about talking about my little chicken legs and my pinch your ass, you know. But you know, we have that type of relationship. That's something that's just so I know. I feel sometimes I feel like the luckiest person in the world because I have that. I have that. I'm proud to say that I have that. And, you know, I wish that for everybody. I wish that for every woman, for every man that wants to be, keyword, that wants to be in a relationship. I wish that for them. I wish that they are able to have the same type of love and the same type of rapport with the person that they love instead of that phony shit. Because there's couples, let's be real, there's couples that have been together for 10s and 20 years and don't even know each other.
They got to know each other because of COVID. And if you look, there's a high divorce rate going on.
Oh yeah.
Because people are used to going to their own separate jobs and everything, but when they had to be quarantined with each other, either the couples got closer or couples was like, I can't stand you.
Yep. Yep. It's like Queen Latifah said in her song, some of the good ones took a turn for the better and some of the bad ones ended some of the bad ones turned out for the better and some of the good ones ended up sad ones. That's what she said. You know, and that's what's happening. You know, that's why I say this quarantine, y'all, you people sitting up here wanting to be conspiracy theorists and all that stuff, this is what it should have done. This is what it should have done. It should have.
The worst feeling in the world is to be with somebody but feel lonely.
Yeah. That's
like the worst feeling in the world.
It is. You got a relationship or you just still alone in that relationship. It's really you. It's not no you and them. It's you. And you know, that's a sad thing. And if I ever end up in a relationship like that, I'm gonna be like, bye. You know, because I've tolerated so much. And my mom keeps telling me, you'll get married again one day. I said, I don't want to get married again.
But you know, I was married. You know what I love about you, Justine? Is that you sound to me like a woman that ain't, and I tell this to my friends all the time and people all the time. You sound to me like a woman that's okay with being by yourself and loving yourself and being okay.
I am.
And if a relationship comes along, it comes along.
Mm-hmm.
But in
I
the
am.
meantime, I'm gonna treat myself good. I'm gonna be good to myself. I'm gonna love myself, and I'm not gonna sit here and say, "Oh, woe is me," and sit on the end of the bar singing "Nobody Knows." I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
live. You strike me as that type of a woman. You strike
That's how I
strong,
am.
independent woman that ain't afraid to be by themselves. And we gonna talk about that tomorrow. Talk more about that on tomorrow, about how it's okay. You have to be okay with being by yourself sometimes. See, because there's a lot of people out here that think just because they friends in a relationship, they supposed to be in a relationship.
Mm-mm.
You understand what I'm saying? When that's really
Mm-hmm.
not the case, you got to love yourself first. Like RuPaul say, how you gonna love somebody else if you can't love yourself? You know, how you gonna give love to somebody else if you can't love yourself? How you gonna be able to give something to somebody when you ain't okay with being by yourself?
Right.
Saying, you know what? Fuck you, nigga. You ain't gonna talk to me like that. You ain't gonna put your hands on me.
Right.
Because some women don't walk away. Some women choose not to walk away because they don't want to be alone.
And I feel that that's what my mother went through, and that's why she stayed with my stepfather for so
Mhm,
long.
mhm,
And sometimes when me and her, are talking on the phone or whatever, she'll say, "I just wish I had left when I was younger,"
mhm.
because she's 74 now,
Right.
and she's like, and he's 6, not even quite 6 years younger than her.
Mhm, mhm.
But when you look at him, he look like he the one that's pushing 80, and my mama
Right.
look like she only in her early 60s.
Yeah.
And I told her, I said, what has happened? This man has taken your self-esteem, mommy. And
Yeah.
I need you to know, look at you. Look
Yeah.
at you. You a bad woman for 74.
Yes. You should see my mama. If I showed you a picture of my mother, you probably pass out. My mama don't even look like she's 70. She pushing 70, 77.
And I just told her I want her to be happy, because she told me when I did get divorced, and what did I get, 04, she said when I told her it was finalized, she said when she heard my voice on the phone, she used to hear the happiness. And I said, because he's not my problem anymore, he could be somebody else's. And then when she came down for my youngest daughter's graduation, and when my ex-husband came over, she said, well, if I didn't know no better, y'all get along as if y'all was still married to each other. I said, oh no, we're not married to each other. He's somebody else's problem. That's what makes it so much easier.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. How we gonna break this cycle, ladies? How are we gonna break this cycle, ladies and gentlemen? How are we going to break the cycle of just allowing ourselves to be stepped on and used and abused, and taking our past and bringing it into our beautiful future? What could potentially be our beautiful future? How do we do this, Justine? How do we break the past? How do we break these cycles where we take where we have to deal with these damaged goods, if you may? Am I saying it right?
You
These
saying it
damaged,
right, or I'm gonna say it better. When Erica Badu's song "Bag Lady,"
uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
everybody come with bags, but every bag you don't have to take with you. Some bags you can leave as you go.
Yeah.
I'm done with that bag. Next, start just lightening the load.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like Kate Michelle said. What she said, you can't raise a man.
You sure
Stop
can.
raising these men. Stop raising these men, women. Stop raising these men, and be your own person. Be your own person and know when it's time for you to be in a relationship. You ain't got to be in a relationship just because your girl, your best friend is in a relationship. And
Now
you want
I
to have
got this.
out on a double date and all that and can all. You ain't got to do all that.
I'm like me because I always say things like that Erica Badu song, and I tell them in a minute, you ain't even coming with Louis Vuitton bags and Gucci bags,
You go with a plastic bag.
on the curb.
Mm-hmm.
Now the bags that really matter is in Gucci, Louis, Fendi, something that
Chanel.
can all the shit
Mm-hmm.
going through.
Yeah,
Not no little
listen, I
plastic
think we
bags.
got to
The
look
little
for the
plastic bags
signs.
you can leave on the corner.
We got
Now I got this one question, because I know y'all getting ready to wrap it up.
Uh-huh.
When a older woman, say she 40, and she gets with a person that's 10 years younger than her,
Mm-hmm.
or he's in his late 20s and she's in her 40s,
Mm-hmm.
her early 40s.
Okay.
And I told this person, I said, I believe what ends up happening is that older woman trains you to be the way that she wants you to be.
Right.
and the woman that gets you next has to unprogram you.
Exactly. That's
So
what
was I right on that one?
you was right. You're right. You're right. And see, that's why I have an issue with the age difference. People say, oh, well, age ain't nothing but a number. It's more than just a number. See, because ain't no way my mama is 47 years old. This brother was younger than me. Okay?
Actually, they were dating. And his mother was dating somebody the same age. Because
right. And so I'm like, that's why I have a problem with the age. If I think there should be an age limit, ladies. But it should. You know why? And this is why. Because Joseph, I'm 52 years old. Let's say me and you wasn't married. What the hell do I have in common with a 20-year-old? I'm not going out to the club. Listen, it used to be a time when I used to get ready to go to the club at 12 midnight. Okay? But now, if you take me to a club now, I'm having one drink and I'm be like, okay, Joseph, it's time to go home and get in the goddamn bed.
Well, I mean,
you understand what I'm saying? I don't have nothing in common with a 21-year-old.
My best friend went out. We got to the club at like 10 o'clock. Normally, we get to the club at 1 o'clock.
Right.
And by midnight, we were looking at each other like, okay.
It's time to go home and go to bed. It's time to go home and go to bed. I'd rather be in my bed.
By 10 o'clock, I ain't going.
Right. Yeah, right, exactly. Even now, when me and Joseph go out, like last summer, when we was living down in Jersey, they used to do this free club night at the library in Newark, down in Newark. I used to always want to go. This one right here, he done fell asleep. And I knew once he was asleep, we wasn't going nowhere. I had my clothes laid and be sitting on the end of the bed, pissed. Pissed like this girl.
And then when we do go, he want to leave in 5 minutes, didn't he?
No, I'm sitting up here thinking about if you okay.
If I'm ready, when I'm ready to go, I say I'm ready to go.
I'm sitting up here thinking, you understand what I'm saying? The communication. And see, I'm only 3 years older than he is. What the hell I'm doing with a 21-year-old? I ain't got no business being with no 21-year-old. I'm sorry. A 52-year-old man ain't got no business being with no 21-year-old man or woman for that matter.
Well,
it just don't. And then y'all can spit that love bullshit to me all you want to, but that shit don't mean nothing.
I'm not going to say they don't love each other, but I think it's going to come a time when the 20-year-old is going to want to go out and party and the 50-year-old ain't going to want to.
Right.
Mm-hmm. It's going to end up being a situation where at sometimes the 20-year-old is going to feel like the older one, whether it's a man or a woman.
Right.
And as long as they're 20, even if it's a woman, they're going to feel like she's acting like their mother or he's acting like their father because they're going to start telling them what to do and how they expect them to act and what they want from them.
Exactly. And so this is what I say.
With it, or they're not going
to. This is what I say. I say ladies of age. Ladies of age. See, because I'm not going to say older or old because my mother's 75 years old now, 76. And like a armchair. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say ladies, older ladies. I'm saying ladies of age. It's okay. And you correct me if I'm wrong. I am Justine. Is it okay for a woman to let it be what it's gonna be? Like if it's gonna be a jumper, like listen, I just need my party box.
See,
I need my party. I need somebody to have a party in my party box and put your clothes on and go about your business.
If you want to be with a young person, I think use them for smack and tickling.
That's it. And that's it. And just let it be what it's gonna be. Is it okay? Is that okay?
Ooh, an old man ain't got a body like this. Ooh, an old man ain't gonna move like him. And they get caught up and keep the younger one around. Because believe me, the younger one in their mind, 9 times out of 10, it's just a smack and tickle and they go about their business. The older one is the one that starts entrapping the young one.
Right. But no, but those are the older men.
I was single.
The ladies,
I used to have a test.
I think ladies is
and if you couldn't pass my test, that means my test was always when they start with the I like you and I don't care how old you are, and I say what we have in common. Oh no, I could teach you something really. My next question to you is who is the original Charlie's Angel? Always tell me Drew Barrymore.
No, it's not.
And I'll be like, no. It's not.
It's Cheryl Teague and them. That's Cheryl Teague, Jacqueline, what's her name? Jacqueline Smith,
and
Farrah Fawcett.
Mm-hmm. And if they don't know, or the next one, who's Lou Rawls?
Or who's the champ? Who was it George Foreman? Was it Muhammad Ali?
And they gonna say Mike Tyson.
Yeah, they're gonna say Mike Tyson.
Mm-hmm.
Say, and then when you say Muhammad Ali, they're gonna be like Muhammad Ali can't even spell Muhammad Ali. You know, but you know, that's neither here nor there. But what I'm saying is I say, listen, let it be what it's gonna be. And you men out there, just when y'all think a woman ain't got no sense and she's stupid, trust me when I tell you, it's a lot of women that think like you and think like me, Joseph. It's a lot of women like I am Justine that sit back and see. I already got Justine. I already got her pinned down. She one of the women that just sit back and she's observing. She sit back and she observing. You know what I'm saying? Am I right? Did I say
you
something?
hit it? You got it on point. That is me because I've had
after your party box has been partied. You got to sit back and you got to clean up the mess. And then you got to sit back and you got to be observant and figure out what type of party you gonna have next. Am I right? What type
you
of
are very right.
What your theme is gonna be? Because sometimes a lady want a roughneck, but sometimes a lady want a gentleman. Am I right?
You're right. You are so right.
That's how we gonna end this, Joseph. On that note, y'all, I am Justine. It was a pleasure. Thank you so much. You are always welcome here in the McRae King. Well, you one of our knights. So, and it ain't nothing less to be expected. This is what this is how our knights are. Our knights are intelligent black women.
I'm about to send you that back, Nene, because we didn't do blessing today.
Okay, you don't have to. Just leave it for the next one.
Well, you know what we're gonna do, Black. We'll do. You know what? Because we didn't get that many people for Get Your Blessing because we were so entrenched in this conversation. Let's do blessing. Get Your Blessing on Monday.
On Monday.
Or we can do it Saturday. We can do it Saturday. Let's do it Saturday. Let's do it tomorrow and see how it happens. But thank you so much for joining us today. I am Justine and Knights, just like Justine. Y'all have
and Justine. You need to start going live.
Yeah, well, she does.
I am.
I watched her last night on Vern's panel because her and Vern was talking about us. And she said, I don't like going live. And I was cracking up. I'm like, she done been on our panel. She done been on Monica's panel. She on Vern's panel. She always going live. She just don't want to go live on her own.
Well,
Joseph don't figure me out.
Listen. Well, Justine, maybe we need to make her part of TBT.
But I love when she go live.
We need to put you in our timeline. We need to put
always have something of value to say.
Yes.
So that's why every time I see her on somebody's panel, I watch it. And that's honestly what kept me on the panel last night when I happened to see Vern was live. And I saw her up there. And then when she said, I don't like going live. I'm like, girl, you don't go live on Monica channel, our channel, now you live on Vern's channel, but you don't like going live by yourself.
Right.
That is he got me. I'm busted.
One day, listen, we was the same way. That confidence is gonna hit you one day. You're gonna feel something in your spirit. It's gonna be, you're gonna have a passion about something. You just go, and when you do, just hit that live button. Trust me, you'll be able to do it. But with that being said, guys, we got to go because I want to go and get into Monica's time. It's 12. So, y'all, thank you for joining us today. We're going to cut this short, y'all. Make sure y'all following us on every social media platform. Y'all know what those are. Y'all know what they will be. Tomorrow, we're going to go Get Your Blessing. Join us tomorrow at 11:15. Don't forget to join us for Sunday service as well. But with that being said, we're going to get on off of here. And we're going to end this with Justine. Y'all know how we end it. How we say it, Joseph?
Walk in peace, love, sunshine, and happiness.
And always remember, it's Team McRae.
All damn day. Make sure you go over to MJ&J family.
Yes.
Check her out. I believe she's actually going live.
Yes. See you later.
Over there now.